All 13 flight controllers, listen up. Give me a go, no go for launch. Booster.
Go.
Retro.
Go.
Vital.
We go fly.
Guidance.
Guidance go.
Procedures.
Go.
Inco.
Go.
FAO.
We are go.
Capcom.
We're go fly.
Launch control, this is Houston. We are go for launch.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's entertainment.
Good evening, everyone. How's it all going? Kind of put this stream together at the last moment there. I am on call, and I had to go run a call here just a little bit ago. Got my son with me, Ethyn. He is the T-Mobile guy.
Howdy.
What's going on? And they happened to stop by, and I said, hey, you want to go on with me? Because he used to do the live stream stuff when he was at home, and I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. So guess who's doing it now, you know? Go figure, right?
He knows more than I do now.
I don't know about that. I make it look believable, though. Had some calls, and yeah, Mini Rick, yeah, if he shaves that thing and got back down to about the size he was when he's in school, yeah, he definitely looks a lot more like it. Yeah, there you go. My hair's a little thinner though.
That look about the same?
Yeah,
there you go.
A little bit. So, but yeah, it had a call yesterday. I wanted a convenience store. Got that recorded. It was kind of nothing super duper. Then I went to a grocery store and got some footage on that, which ended up having some miscellaneous issues, kind of common stuff. It was on a rack and it was on the controller, but this thing was not. It was antiquated, I think was the proper wording that I used. So yeah, I got some footage of that, but I don't know if I can use that or not. I have to probably check on that one. Laura says I probably shouldn't because I might make the one guy that I rely on upset, so I don't want to take a chance of that. But so I do got some footage on that one, but the other stuff. And then the one today was kind of stupid. It was the same place that I had the snow in the control board out there in the middle of the night or whatever, and ended up being a belt busted. So it's not really that exciting. So it's kind of like, this is going to be real thrilling to put on there. So what's new?
You're going to actually have me answer questions?
Sure.
What's new? Yeah. With what?
I don't know.
It all depends.
Yeah. We're just pretending that we care. So yeah, he's the one that stirred up the, what was it, the Reddit?
Yeah, the Reddit. Have you had a lot of people?
I had quite a few people pop through here and stuff, said that you sent them over that way or whatever. I haven't done much with the Reddit thing.
Well, Reddit has a subreddit, so it's completely like subjective to just HVAC people. So I know you've got other HVAC people were joining there, not just HVAC, but like roofing people. It's very similar to HVAC. Some people like all go to this one single place where y'all can talk about the same sort of thing.
Kind of coming off the screen there. There you go. You're kind of like way off the screen.
If anybody came from Reddit, go ahead and leave a comment real quick. I'm very curious.
Quite a few of them here aren't that I know of, because most of them I know because they're usually here. Mm-hmm. Which I usually give these guys a shout out, which I'll go ahead and go through here. Got Alaska HVAC, always a good follower, and Pepsi Cola. Oh, Handyman Luke, I think he might be. He's a little newer. I forget my guy here with the Chinese writing. I used my phone to decode it and stuff, and so we've been communicating stuff back and forth. JJ might be a little newer. Getting ready to retire from my job. Holy cow. Yeah, I've only got like 50 more years and I could probably retire.
Congratulations.
Yeah, enjoy it. Alexander, got Greg Bowman, Chris Young, Alexander. Alexander, he's over there in the tropics, man, in a nice freaking island area. It's all warm and stuff.
In the U.S. or no?
No, he's in the Virgin Islands, I think, something like that. He's somewhere in the country, like one of the little islands or whatever. I went to public school. I didn't get to go to private school. So I don't even know what's a state and what's a republic or whatever you want to call it, whatever.
District.
I just know what how to make the thing go, short these two wires together, stuff like that. I mean, whatever.
Red is negative, black is positive, right?
Sure, whatever. Neutral, hot, whatever. 3-phase, 4-phase, whatever. It's all the same. Then we got, who else we got going on down here? And that's about it. So we only got 29 so far.
There we go.
Yeah. But yeah, James Brown, he feels good. You know what I'm saying? So, Yep. Handyman there. He's coming at new guy. Okay, that's cool, Handyman. That's awesome, man. Welcome aboard. We talk about a little bit of anything, and honestly, I don't do a lot of the guest stuff or anything like that. I mean, I'll bring on some of the guys and things here and there, and I'll talk about some of the videos. A lot of it's driven by whatever the viewers throw in there, any questions they got, and I let them kind of lead the way based on what they end up throwing in the question area. So,
Right.
I kind of just make it lighthearted and fun. That way, the viewers can hang out with me and we can, just have a little bit of fun on Sunday evening. Doesn't have to be super technical or anything like that. Just kind of gives me a chance to communicate with them and keep in contact with my viewers. And then anything that we did in the videos that either got controversial or questions or things like that, and then I go over that, which this week the only thing I did was a residential Linux call, which, I had one guy that was really, he thought it was my best video yet, which I'm like, huh? So he liked how authoritative I was on it, but it's like, dude, it's like what I've done for like the first 20 plus years of my life was the Linux.
Authoritative, what do you mean by that?
I knew it inside and out, which I felt as though I was just pointing out obvious things, but a lot of times this really comes in handy for the newer guys, and then there's just the enthusiasts, and then you've got the ones that are just curious. And so, I mean, you got a little bit of everything out there. It just really depends. Everybody's here for different reasons and things like that. So you never know what exactly that they're interested in. So you just kind of throw it out there, but it had decent reviews. I mean, it didn't go viral or anything like that. It was a dirty flame sensor, but on that call there,
I did watch that one. That was the one I watched. It was okay. So there was something inside. I don't know a lot about HVAC, so I'm just kind of going off.
I
what
tried
see.
getting him into the field, and he don't want nothing to do with it. He'd rather work for the cell phone companies.
So what you said this wasn't even bad. Like it was just burned out a little bit, a little wire brush, fixed it up, and that they could have been just fine without it.
It's a flame sensor. I mean,
Right.
I feel as though some people, I did flat rate pricing, but I made it an honest flat rate pricing. Flat rate pricing has your labor and all that built into it, and it was sold. Mr. HVAC was the program we bought it from, and it was sold that you can be a millionaire by doing their program, and it was just hyperinflated, and I don't feel as though it's being fair. And if you're in a small community like we're in with 40,000 people, 50,000 people, you get a bad reputation really quick, and then you can only go through so many customers so quickly. So when I did it, I went through and revised it and changed it to where basically it was based off our hourly rate, which is how we always done it. But it was to be convenient for the techs to price themselves without having to know exactly what every little item costs. So yeah, you make a little extra because you're rounding up the boards to the, granted you're going to call them tier 1, 2, and 3, and then they have to know, well, what's a tier 1, 2, 3? So anyhow, a lot of guys will sell flame sensors. Well, that flame sensor there, it wasn't cracked in the porcelain. It wasn't, nothing was loose on it. It's just a rod. It's a freaking rod that looks just like a clothes hanger. And all it does is they usually put somewhere around 100 volts, give or take. Maybe it's 110, just depends. They put some voltage on it. They're obviously using some circuitry in there so that it's not going to shock you. They're using probably a high resistive resistor in there. Right. But anyhow, they measure through the conductivity of the carbon. Carbon's a conductor. That the flame shoots through there, it hits the flame sensor. It has DC rectification, and it's measured in a very, very low amperage rating called microamps. And it has a certain range that it has to be in. So basically, you got to be at least this much, but you can't be higher than this. That way, if you're shorted to ground, it's going to be super high amperage, and that would be out of range, so then it won't work. So all they had to do is clean it. Well, they replaced it, and it could have been, I don't know if the rust was on there for whatever reason. Maybe it was because it was laying in the bottom. But, I know that furnace, and usually cleaning it, that wasn't a problem. They had some that would twist inside the ceramic, and that was a problem that sometimes you had to replace it. But that was usually because it was damaged.
Right. Would you call it a glorified grounding rod? That's what Laska? Yeah, Laska HVAC says.
Pretty much. I mean, it's the actual positive side of the power being applied to it, even though it's AC coming down, and then it's capturing the grounding through the DC flame or through the flame and causing it to be DC rectification. So, it's very, very light grounding. So that's why it's such a small amperage amount. So they're calling it rectification because AC is being turned into DC because it's just direct current going through there. Way more things than we can cover in a couple millisakes here, but it's just one of them things. But I didn't even learn that in school. We just knew that it was part of it, and I had one of the guys I was working with tell me how DC rectification works. That's how good my school was. So yeah, learned that later. And I'm like, oh really? That don't sound too complicated. Cool.
Well, we need some more questions.
Well, they kind of talk for a little while and stuff, and sometimes they'll come out.
No, if you can, I've actually been in the comments a lot. I've talked to everybody in here. I kind of have my own conversation. You're probably looking for stuff to jump in and out of.
Yeah,
when everybody's
pretty much.
just talking about. You're like, oh, what are they? What do you?
James, she's upstairs, man. She's like under a blanket and stuff, talking to his wife, and they're up there doing whatever by now. So I asked her if she wanted to. She wanted me to cancel it, and I said, no, I can't do that. And Ethan's like, well, you ain't hardly canceled one for quite a while.
Exactly.
So I figured, what the heck? This will go as long as what you guys make it.
I don't think you've missed one since you started.
Yeah, I have. I went through and got rid of the cancellations that I've done, but I've done like 3 of them.
Okay.
I figured worst case scenario, we'll come on and do whatever, and if it only lasts for half an hour, fine, whatever. You know, at least we've done something, but otherwise, you know, I've at least showed up and then go anywhere, then it's because nobody wanted to party. So, you know.
Shannon, I've seen him in here almost every single time I check out your live.
Well, don't shame him, you know. Good Lord. I like people that come back, you know. Rich is the cool dude that you guys never sent a gift card to yet, remember?
Oh, how
yeah.
you doing?
Yeah, you piece of trash. Yeah. The nice cool sign back there that he made.
No. That was all my sister. So
Yeah.
that's all.
I asked her about that. Where's his gift card at? Oh, I'm getting around to it. I'm like, I feel like a bum. Somebody giving something to me, and then you guys don't even send nothing back, and you guys didn't get me nothing for Christmas.
All right. More
questions, right?
Change the topic.
What kind of kids did I raise here? Holy
Not
cow.
good ones. I had a bad father, so
Yeah.
I was abused as a kid.
Yeah, I'm horrible. You had a hard life. You don't need no stinking cod cells. Yeah, but it's all. You'll get it eventually, Rich. I was giving her some crap about it because I gave her last college payment there, and if she's wanting some more money, she's going to follow through on her side of the deal, or I'm just going to cut her dry. So
HVAC flaring tool. What's he referring to? You got a new HVAC? You got a flaring tool? Something new?
no, I've got that Master Cool thing that I've had for a while. I got a swedging tool that was kind of new. That's the Hillmore. That's pretty cool and new, but
Didn't you have a product that you needed to do a review on, but you never did?
like what?
I know one of them was a gimbal, but I'm talking about something HVAC-wise.
That wasn't for HVAC though. I did it for freaking Amazon, and I
okay.
sent that piece of trash back.
Right.
So yeah, it was junk. It was for your cell phone. I won't.
First day in HVAC tomorrow. Check that out. First day.
Cool, man. That is so small. Can you read that? Frias? Frias?
Elizer?
Yeah.
Elizer?
Cool, man.
Fries?
Be ready to learn. What state are you in? You don't need to know what school it is, but what state are you in? Kind of curious and stuff.
Are you just shadowing somebody else, or?
Well, I'm assuming if it's first day working. Oh, see, you got me. I thought you said first day in class. First day working in HVAC tomorrow morning.
Yeah, in the field.
I assume. First day working, absolutely got some advice on that. Stay off your phone. Be attentive. Be willing to work. These guys are going to talk about you. So whatever you do is going to go around the shop. First thing at the end of the day tomorrow, they're going to say, hey, how's the new guy? And they're going to know whether this guy's lazy or whether he's playing on his phone or if he's a hard worker. Florida. So, I mean, this trade is brutal when it comes to new guys. And so, my best advice is to get in there, be willing to do whatever he wants done, within reason, obviously, but be willing to help however you can. Don't ask too many questions. I mean, you don't want to put him on the spot because you never know, fill them out on how willing they are to share things. They may be just an installer. Are you just doing install or something like that? They may not want to go into a lot of details. They just want to get the job done. But, what I recommend is definitely, come in with your basic tools, ask what you need to have for tools, and just be attentive and ready to go to work, dress the part. And, you're really going to have to feel out the people you're working with, whether or not they want to talk about it. Because, when I first started, I started with the install department, and they said, you're not an effing service technician, so get that out of your head. Grab me that piece of sheet metal, and let's get this thing installed.
What was, I can't say companies, but your first HVAC job, how was your first day? Out of class, what did you shadow or what?
I was still in school at the very end because I was working at a department store, an automotive and pet department when I was going. I actually started in the nursery and went into the pet department. Finally got a job at the very end when I was about done with school. And so I was just a helper. Went out with the install department for I think about a month or 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. And eventually I got to start riding with some service guys and stuff. And that went on for months and months, and then eventually was a planned service guy where I just went out and cleaned and checked and serviced furnaces over and over.
How'd you feel once you got your own van?
Oh, that was awesome. I was all
Feel
proud and
independent for
happy.
once?
Yeah, I was like cool, you know, and things like that.
Don't
But
someone holding your hand the entire time? You finally feel like you made it?
yeah, even though all you're doing is spit shine in them, but you know,
but
it gives you
still.
the opportunity to you know, start doing what you're
Right.
doing, and you know, find out whether you learned anything or not, which you find out at
Frias, you got probably some first day jitters going on right now. Starting off in maintenance. Okay.
that's cool. Well, this guy here or where?
No, the Frias guy. He said
Oh,
he's
that's
starting
cool.
off in maintenance. Now,
So he's going to be doing a lot of different stuff. He might be doing a screen door repair, might be fixing a window, might be hooking up a telephone wire, could be doing a lock, could be doing all kinds of stuff. He may just be all the way around, which, hey, anywhere you can start to get your hands on it is more useful than just coming straight out of school. Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with school, but generally they don't know much of anything when they come out, unfortunately, and that's not a diss on the schools. It's just the way it is. You got to have some practical experience, and, you know, I even had a lot of experience with building and electrical and things like that before school, and I still didn't know anything. Heck, I still don't know anything. You know, you'll never know everything.
Rich, is going from iOS 12 to iOS 14.4.2, you should be fine. I don't see no reason why apps would quit working, such as Outlook. That's by Microsoft. Everything that they have is going to be optimized for any iOS. So I wouldn't worry about going ahead and updating your phone.
Yeah, I updated mine, and now it's going dead like crazy. Oh, it's like stupid.
Well, it also depends on which device you have. If you have an older iPhone, I'd probably advise against it, just because older phones are going to have updates that will slow down your device. They've actually went ahead and said, yeah, we do that. So
Yeah, they ain't afraid.
they do that to get you to, get new phones. But as far as the update goes, it does go against like security, so it'll help you with any bugs that come out. It'll help you with anything that's going to possibly hurt your device, like a virus. Yes, phones can get viruses. That's a very common misconception, is Apples don't get viruses, do they? Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
with Macintoshes, they get viruses.
As soon as they started taking on the Windows platform and having that integrated in their stuff, that's when they became a target.
They don't take EXEs, which is executable files, which is what Windows takes, which is the easiest virus piggyback bank. They use something else. I think it's called. I don't know what Macintosh uses for installation, but it's not as hard as Windows is. So.
Hey, Roy, your question on the chiller thing. I do a little bit. I haven't done much. I want to get into it big. That was one of the reasons why I came where I'm at. Right now, I've been pretty much on, still doing residential, doing commercial, doing refrigeration. I'm doing 10 times, 20 times the refrigeration I've ever done. Actually, a good majority of my work is refrigeration. So I haven't gotten a lot of chiller stuff. It's just like the grocery stores. I'd only do them when I'm on call, and, that's what I got one here, like I said yesterday, and I don't know if I'll be able to show it or not. I didn't show where I was at or anything like that, and I'm always careful what I say, but
Hey, Rich, that phone's 4 years old. I honestly, you can update it if you want. You're getting to the end of the life cycle where you don't want to upgrade your phone
they're just
anymore.
they're just gonna screw you.
Your battery life is going to be either very, very bad, or your phone's going to be very, very slow. So,
Yep.
up to you at that point.
What else we got? Never make an. Check out what Shannon's saying there. Never make an empty trip to or from the van. Always take something back. Make sure that they want you to take it back. Just kind of listen. That's the biggest thing.
Nickname factor. I like that. Weaver Maintenance up there. He said, if they start talking about a nickname for you, derail the conversation quick. The nicknames will last 30 years. Did you ever get a nickname? Something like that?
I had, one of them was radar at one time, because I had a base bin in my truck. I had a CB antenna on the top. I had a radar
TV
detector.
Inside. At
I had a
point,
TV.
You had a microwave inside there.
The
with your
microwave
power
was in this current truck, and that was only for a short duration of time. So I was always technology driven and stuff. So yeah, but that didn't stick around for long. It was just a little teasing that I got here and there and stuff because of all the different things.
Wait, are you talking about your speed radar for? Is that radar? Is that what you mean?
Well, yeah, but they were calling me radar from like the sitcom MASH, the old.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
And they were making fun of me for that. But it was like, whatever, it was because of all the crap in my van because of that. And that's what they were referring to. So yeah,
Eliza, are we saying your name right? I don't want to keep getting it wrong.
yeah. Phonically spell it. We're
Yeah, exactly.
We're well. I'm publicly educated here, so I'm.
He don't know much.
Yeah.
The government had to teach him. They taught him, hey.
I got my free cheese and my free education, and that's what I ended up at. Ice cream guy finally caught up on your live stream. Sweet. Yep. I actually did a video, and I'm thinking about posting this, and I'm kind of debating on it. I did a cleaning on a ice cream machine, just a stupid cleaning. You know what's funny is when we went through the class for ice cream stuff, we didn't cover cleaning at all. We just covered how to work on it and didn't know how to clean it. So you'd think that'd be kind of important. They kind of left that out. So I had no clue.
HVAC ice cream guy, he's saying, he watches your live stream the next day when you upload. And like I said, I don't know how many people are doing that. He's doing it.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it eventually gets the views because I mean, like right now, 39 people. When I watch it, they come in and out nonstop. So the number, although it don't rise, it's just we had something to gain their attention. And
right.
And, there's just so many people you can interview after a while. And it's just one of them things where pretty much hang out with my cool people that come in here. So it's like everyone gets to eavesdrop on our conversations, So it's all good.
What's up, Dave?
Dave's in the house. So, yeah. What else do we got?
Most common problem with ice cream machines?
The employees for some of the places I've worked at.
Which is lack of maintenance or what?
Improperly putting the machine back together, not wanting to clean it, not wanting to fully lubricate it where they need to lubricate it.
That makes sense.
And, things like that. I mean, they made our best machine, the U431, look like a piece of trash, and that's doing fine everywhere else. But,
Eliza, don't say you have another question. Just ask the question.
Yeah, just bounce it, man. This is totally improv. You know?
It really is. I'm just not realizing that.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I didn't have anything particular I want to talk about. We talked about the video, but you guys already done watched it, and I think you all know how to work on this stuff. So it's like, problem is I get homeowners here and there, I think, sometimes, because the questions I get are kind of like, I'm like, are you even a service guy? Yeah, I am for computers, but not for this.
Detecting Arizona, it's 8:30 every single Sunday night. So no.
I like the Yellow Jacket. They're affordable, and they last forever, and they kind of are the gold standard. They've been around forever in a coon's age. The Hvac stuff, although it makes decent stuff, I've been given nothing from Hvac. I mean, all these other cool YouTubers have got cool vacuum pumps sent to them, stuff like that. So I got nothing from Hvac, and so I can't really say a whole lot about them. I don't have anything from them. Hint, hint. So Yellow Jacket's good stuff. You'll see them on some of my videos using it. They're cheap, they work, and they're made in America. I don't know if you can say that about the Hvac. So I'm big about American jobs, because you can only ship so many of them out. So
JD, I'm his son.
Yep. This is Ethyn. He's my boy.
Offspring.
Yeah. He was the honeymoon baby. So yeah. Yep. So, or the hot tub baby, I guess. But it's all good.
You need to get so specific.
Yeah. Whatever. You can.
See, I can't even say specific right.
Yeah.
Private school.
Specific.
The Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. No Pacific questions here. Nothing like that. Tonight, yeah, got it.
You being from Arizona makes sense. Well, if you're from Arizona, that is.
Yeah, he's
2
a
hours
big
behind.
Broncos fan, as you can tell there. Drove all the way out there to Colorado.
He's probably a Cardinals
nonstop from Ohio.
I did there and back. That was
Yeah.
great. Got to test out our 5G network.
Yeah, it worked great out in the cornfields of
It
Iowa
really did.
and
No,
stuff.
seriously, it did. On the highway, it was perfect. Everything past that, it was horrible.
Yeah. You're right beside the store and it don't work. They put the tower inside the store. That way, hey, look at that. You got great service inside here. You want to buy a phone?
Wait. I'm sorry. I cannot wait for that to happen.
Yeah.
I can finally sell.
We just need to be quiet because I don't want you losing your job right away. So, be moving back in and stuff. He's already looking at houses. Hey, this house ain't got no furnace. It's got baseboard electric and no air conditioning.
Okay, I got something to talk about. How hard is it to install HVAC? Like the whole
Easy.
thing?
Anybody can do it.
How is it easy? You got to run it through the okay. Once again, for people that have just joined, because you have 44 people here now, some people might have left. I know nothing about HVAC like whatsoever, but you got to run the ductwork and all that.
Yeah, you just hook up ducts and just run it.
So why do you get paid so much?
It's a little more than that.
Oh, is it now?
It's a little more than that.
Well,
you got to size it for the right BTU for the house and for the outdoor temperatures and all the design temperatures and all that crap that I'm not very good at. So
Here's a dumb question. So on the the unit that's outside with the big fan. Is that fan where all the air is coming from? Like, is that it's one big fan and that's how you get that? Like,
No.
how's that work?
Goodness gracious.
I said I know nothing about
we
this.
ain't going to do this online. No, we ain't doing this.
I'm sure there's some people on it. I have no idea.
Here's as simplified as I can get it. A gas furnace or an electric furnace has a big hot box.
Oh, heat rises? Is that what you're about to tell me?
No. It's just a hot box. And you
Okay.
blow a fan across it, and it distributes through the room. Air conditioning has a cold box, and it blows air through it, and it goes to all different rooms. That cold box is like a water. It's like water inside there, but it's called refrigerant, and it goes to the outside unit, and then it comes back.
I know what refrigerant is.
Okay. I mean, it's changing state. It's got 4 basic principles here.
Yeah.
It's good for a liquid to a freaking vapor, back again. I'll show you the little loop-de-doop there from the compressor, out of there to the condenser, to the metering device, through the evaporator, and back to it again. And loopy over and
Private
over.
school only told me evaporation,
It's
condensation.
transferring the heat from one area to the other, and there's all kinds of scientific stuff to it.
Oh, Alaska took over JD.
Yeah, don't let him do that to you, JD. You can top him.
You can do it.
You can do it. Drop the dollars there. You can make him look bad.
Make it 6.
You can beat him by a quarter. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. That's awesome. I appreciate it. You don't have to do that, but
That's
if you want to,
hilarious.
it's fine. It's up to you, but you don't have to do
We
that.
won't stop
I love
you.
it. Ever seen a furnace with no inducer? Oh, Detecting Arizona. I have one that I did this week. You guys are going to love it. I did a gravity furnace. I've seen them before, but I bet you there's a lot of new guys out there that haven't seen gravity furnaces before. Matter of fact, it was over in where your sister lives at.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, quiet. Don't say it. So,
Okay, gotcha.
it's one of them things where basically it's got a big old burner. And I mean, it's got a flame this big around, and
Yeah.
it's literally a big, heavy ass metal box. And it don't even have a blower on it. Okay, this big hunk of metal gets really, really hot.
Yeah.
And the heat, because of the big radiating, or it just radiates off, and it just literally naturally rises and levitates into the house.
Okay.
So with big old round ducts, like 10-inch or bigger sometimes. And
Is that old school? How they used to
very
do it?
old school.
Oh,
We're
okay.
talking, the house was built somewhere in the late 40s, early 50ish area.
Right.
They moved in the 70s and had been there way before that. So I'm figuring somewhere between the 50s and 60s area. So some of them that I worked on had actual sand on top of it. So the sand was an insulator to keep the heat from getting too hot on the floor. Because this thing, it has a limit switch in there as it gets too hot, and it shuts down and cycles off the limit. But this one here, the thermocouple, I changed it and cleaned the pilot, and it seemed like it's going to work fine from that. And found some issues with the flue and stuff after we made sure that was open, sealed it up. So
And my mind is blunt. No, I'm just learning.
yeah, Rich, gravity coal furnace conversion basically looks the same thing. That's basically similar to what this one was. I don't think this one was a coal conversion, but the one I'm talking about from my hometown. That one was a lot of them. Those were the really, really big diameter round ones and stuff, which is crazy. So,
Gravity coal furnace? What
Yeah.
What is that?
back in the day, they used to take coal and shovel
Right.
it into this big old box and
Right.
set it on fire, and it get hot, and the fumes go out through the chimney, and then
Right.
just the box got radiant hot, and then just naturally gravitated up.
You mean exhaust off the chimney?
No, you had ductwork coming off this metal box, and it literally came up into the floor. And hot air came because it rises, Cold air drops, hot air rises.
Give me like a year where they had this. I know it's back then, but
I would say somewhere in the 50s.
oh, that's not even that far.
It could go back further, but I mean, they were still around 50s, 60s, 70s. Obviously, they were around when I started in the 90s. They were pretty much getting ripped out
Right,
left and right.
right.
Yeah, 8-inch with up to a 36-inch register and stuff. They had some of those floor furnaces. This was more in your economical neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it'd have a gas burner, and it'd have like 3 big heavy heat exchangers, and those just sat there. And literally, it had a limit switch on top. And you would walk across this thing, possibly with your bare feet, and you'd have like French fried feet because the grill would burn your feet because it could get up to 160, 180 degrees. So I've worked on some of those too. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Okay. That's gas powered.
That was gas, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are gravity floor furnace suck. Those are usually in a crawl space, and they suck.
So
So
almost sounds similar to radiant heat. Like
it was radiant. It radiated off of it. So
so no ductwork.
no ductwork at all. This thing literally, you cut a big old, probably 3 foot by I don't know. Yeah, 3 foot, 4 foot hole out of your freaking floor.
One big heating core or something?
These weren't big houses. I mean, you know, they weren't real big houses, and it was centralized in the house, and literally you left all your doors open, and then they would cut holes in the ceilings to let the hot air rise up into the second floor. So, I mean, it's just...
Man.
Yeah, it's old school. You ain't seen old school till you see that, so...
Take me on a ride-along? I did do a ride-along.
Not with this company.
No, I really didn't.
Not with this one. We haven't.
No, I really wasn't.
He always sat in the van though. I don't think I ever let you come inside.
Nope.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, him and his sister sat in the front seat out in the truck while I'd run the call. Usually it was residential, and I could be in and out of those in 20, 30 minutes. So not a big deal. But yeah. But those are some craziness stuff there. Have we got any questions that I might have missed there?
Oh, I haven't even looked at this.
The flute put in some ducks, and then Rich has put in some poop. All kinds of good stuff.
Are you saying Cole's outdated already?
Pepsi Cola. You gotta leave, dude. That's cool. We'll catch you later, man. Gravity furnace commonly installed before the 50s. Okay, it might have been. Yeah, it was before my time, but they were still around. I mean, we don't have the most richest neighborhoods around here. I mean, we got some fancy stuff, but we also got a lot of, people that are not as well off. So what was funny was when I asked her about the house, the gas bill, she said her bill was like between 60 and 80, 90 bucks a month.
Just for the gas?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I'm like, are you serious? That's kind of crazy. I mean, obviously, it could have probably be dropped down to maybe 50 or 60, but it's still, though, hey, we're going to sell you a new system. It's going to cost you $5,000, $8,000.
It's not even worth it. All the labor that you'd have to do just in order to... Love that cup.
Yeah, that was a present. Something I didn't get from you for Christmas.
I gave you some
My sister got me this for
I gave you Chad dollars. Actually, Alaska, you're going to have to bump it up because the highest I've ever did was 10, wasn't it? Yeah, 10. Yeah. I did 10. So you're going to have to do 11. What
do we got up here with Shannon said something about field piece all the way. SC440 for under 180. That's 640. I like that 440. The 640 is like humongous, but it's got a couple extra bells and whistles. That 440 didn't look too bad. I almost considered that one too. Field piece is good too about taking care of you. They've never sent me anything direct, which I'll always take, but they've always stood behind their stuff. I've had problems with my probes, and they sent me a new probe. I had problems with my leak detector. They sent me another leak detector. I mean, they're really cool too. So I like sticking with companies that stand behind the product, even when it's out of warranty. I mean, that says a lot, that they want to make sure you're happy and they understand, especially when you're starting out, that you're not making buku bucks and, money's tight and you're actually having to use a tool account and stuff like that because, it's about all you got. So what are you doing?
I was looking up HVAC questions to ask you.
I don't want to ask questions from you. That's going to be dumb things that that they wouldn't want. So kangaroo.
Couldn't tell you. Customer got a new unit and
he must be talking to somebody else there on that one there.
Gotcha. Questions. We got 45 people in here. At least some of you got to be some.
Yeah, and we're only seeing about 10 of them. So you got snoopers. We got creepers. We got creepers out here creeping. Don't have a clue who they are.
If you guys can hear us, donate $1.
I dare you to do too. But throw a question, stomp the HVAC guy. See how stupid we can make it look.
You haven't asked for a single cent until I came on here.
No, I didn't. Shannon, I'll have to take a look at it. I didn't see that. Was it good or bad on it? I like my 376. I don't ever hardly use it, but I like it. It's a good meter. I was trying to find I was looking at, I was actually going to show in one of the videos too. I blacked out my Vito bag. I got this dye stuff. I joined all these Vito bag
groups on Facebook.
Yeah, which Vito never wanted to respond to me either. I tried to get them so I could get one so I could review it. Right. Even though I've done 2 of them for free for them and got nothing in return, they won't even respond to me because they're too good. They're too big. They're getting too big now. So.
Oh, are they like a medium-sized company? Or?
They're doing pretty good, I think. Okay. But they came out with a bunch of new bags and all kinds of promos and stuff. So I joined Vito. There was 3 different Vito thingies I joined. And one guy used a dye to change it to black. So I ended up getting that exact cloth dye and changed my cover to black. And it's working pretty good. I got a little water on it and wiped at it to wipe the water off. And I noticed I got the black on there. So I don't know if I have to heat set it yet. But it's holding up good. It didn't work on so good on the leather. But I'm going to get some dye for the leather. Otherwise, it looks pretty cool. And because I'm thinking about getting the backpack. I was trying to get one of those to review. And they're too big now to even respond. So whatever. But yeah, it's one of them things where I'm thinking about getting the backpack, even though I think it's probably bigger than what I need. But I want to get the MC version, the blackout MC version. Is what I'm thinking about getting.
How's your leak detector? The one that the wind and the ultrasonic, I think it was.
Well, Infocon sent me their Whisper ultrasonic. I've been kind of playing with that a little bit. Yeah. They're a special use type detector. I don't use them for everything. I use them for certain ones. And so as far as the refrigerant stuff, it's working fine. I've been playing back and forth with Detect 3 versus the Infocon Stratus, and they both been doing pretty good. I think I might have screwed up the sensor on my Stratus. He sent me a new one, and now it doesn't seem, I don't know. I have to do some testing and see if it's as sensitive as my Detect 3 now. It's acting a little weird. So, but I don't know. Did he say anything there? John didn't have a good experience with it. What did he use before? Did he use a H10, or what did he use? Because, see, Dave didn't have very good luck with his either, and I ended up getting a hold of my guy there at Infocon, and they sent him a new one, and that one worked fine. So the biggest problem with Infocon is they're in New York, and they're a Democrat-ran state, and so they shut them down just like they did California. So they've been working from home and trying to run a business, and you see how successful that's been. I think they might have had some quality issues there because of that. So, yeah. But now he's happy, and they even end up giving him a Stratus to play with and stuff, which he agrees it's pretty much the same thing with the Stratus versus the Detect 3. If you like the Select, you should definitely like the Detect 3. But to each their own. I still have my H10. I like it. It's not as convenient. I mean, yeah, I've said it on certain things. It's more sensitive, but do you always need to be able to pick up a gnat fart from across the room? Most of the time you can pick up most normal size leaks that are actually worthwhile finding. So I don't like that field piece though, Shannon, that SRL8, that thing went, boy, I hated that thing. That thing was chicken little. So Weaver, yeah, I use the vial on my H10. Now it will not work on the Infocon. Will not work on them at all. Supposedly everyone claimed it was a 134A, but it's technically like R11 of some sort, whatever it is, because R11 will not be picked up by the Infocons, and it will not pick it up. So Infocon has their own, and it's a 134A mixture, and I need to get my guy to send me that so I can kind of test it against it. Yeah, some people like that SRL8. I just hated it because it constantly went off. Fieldpiece sent me another one. They sent me the infrared, and that was even less sensitive. And all said and done, that's when I finally said, screw it, I'm just going to get the D-Tech as my backup one. And then that's when I got rid of it. But, everybody likes it different. I had bad luck with it. I had 2 of them sent to me, and I still have bad luck. After you played with the H10 and when you got a leak, you got a real leak, that's when I kind of, you trying to go backwards from an H10 to that Yellow Jacket. Not Yellow Jacket, that freaking field piece.
He can't multitask very well.
Yeah. My wife sits there and sends me all kinds of crazy crap. Look at his question. And it was an old one.
I've got a question for you. Out of your entire van, because you got so much stuff in your van, what would be your favorite tool?
Oh,
I'm a most useful tool.
Well, I mean, we all kind of would say the same thing. Our electrical meter or screwdriver or drill impact. I mean,
HVAC specific. Something that the average consumer wouldn't have.
They're all normal tools. I mean, it ain't like we got a thingamajig,
Maybe a leak detector might be something.
A leak detector is something they're not usually going to have, but no. I mean, that's an important thing, but you don't need it every day. I mean, it just depends. I mean,
it's very useful. You need it
you got to have it. I mean, I love it. It's why I do a lot of refrigeration, which is why I was kind of focused on leak detectors for a long time there, because it's pretty important. I find the leak, especially like, that refrigeration system at that grocery store, it was down. I don't know, I grabbed a 100-pound cylinder and dumped in half the bottle. So I dumped in 50 pounds. So, I mean, it's kind of important to find the leak.
Insulated coffee cup.
Yeah. Insulated coffee cup. Yeah, everybody needs that.
So, I don't know if your average consumer would have that.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. Whatever. But no, I did get a new bandsaw, though. I got the 18-volt Milwaukee compact bandsaw.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like got 2 wheels on it. I'm cutting like stainless steel. I'm like, this thing's cool.
That's portable?
Oh yeah, it's badass.
What? I'm gonna look this up real quick.
Yeah, I've been like wanting to go around cutting street signs down and freaking cut things apart and just have fun with it. It's pretty cool.
Gotcha.
Best part.
Whoa, that's battery powered?
Yeah, that's the big one. I didn't want the big one. That one's got like a 6-inch. Mine's got 3 1/4 inch.
You
diameter.
said 18 volt, right?
Yeah,
M18.
it's the Dash 20. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's the one. I got it. I got a free 8. Well, I paid the regular price, but I got an 8.0 battery for free. Now, it's going on sale this week for $249, and they'll give you a 5.0.
What are you using this for?
Right now, nothing. I needed to have it though immediately, and I bought the 12-volt Milwaukee light too, which you don't have any way to hook it on your bag, which kind of makes it worthless.
Oh, it's not magnetic.
It's magnetic, but
Oh,
it don't
it
have
doesn't
any
have the
hook.
clip.
I can't hook it on that. So I'm gonna put a piece of Velcro on it with a hook thingamajig or something.
Figures.
Yeah, it kind of sucked it. You know, there's a reason. Glock, definitely Glock over the Smith, definitely. But yeah, it's brighter and it's whatever.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
Why did that just go completely blank? Is that because I didn't move the?
I couldn't tell you.
That was kind of weird.
You said Glock or Smith. M&P
It wasn't
Shield.
even. It wasn't even related it to me, but it was from Rich.
Yeah, I know.
Too rich.
If you go Smith, you gotta go M&P Shield though.
Yeah. I don't know. Just go Glock. I mean, it's the whole reason why. What are you doing? You getting texted over there?
Yeah, it's my wife.
What does she want?
Oh, she said the stream froze up here.
Well, it might have froze for a minute, but you can usually tell if it's freezing because the audio meters there will stop moving.
Okay. Man, you can keep on going. I'll tell you, I gotta watch 6 ads.
Freaking
before-
blue on's coming on. There you go.
No, we're good.
Yeah, see, I just pointed. Watch this. Go 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
Audio is jacked?
1005.
What do you mean audio is jacked?
Who said that?
JD?
Turn the son of a gun on. Can you hear it?
Oh, yeah,
Turn it up.
That's a great question. Should probably try it.
Shouldn't be. I mean, my meter shows I'm in yeller.
What do you mean audio is jacked?
Who said that?
JD.
Turn the son of a gun on. All right, hold on a second here. Let me close this out.
Sorry, guys. We didn't even notice. Super staticky?
Hold on. Let me see if I can get over here to this thing.
Yeah, we see it, guys.
All right, so tell me whether that makes a difference. Go ahead and turn it back on so you can kind of see it.
Okay, gotcha. If you'd like, I can read a Dr. Seuss book. It might,
No, you're
just
good.
To fill in the
Just
gaps.
hit play and
Yeah, we see
it'll
it, guys.
it'll change here in a second.
Okie dokie. Waiting for me to talk, and
I shouldn't be clipping.
haven't.
All right, so tell
There we go. Yeah, we sound good.
Go ahead and turn it back on so you can
We sound good.
see it. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, sorry about that.
I'm using all kinds of extra gizmos that I wouldn't need only if I bring somebody else in, which I didn't intend on bringing anybody in. So it's kind of like, don't even need to do it. So it's looping from one program to another program, and I don't even think I need to do that now that I use the canceling crap. So it's like, whatever. But yeah. What else we got going on here? Anything good going on, guys? You want to throw out here? Weaver, it should be better now. They don't got timestamps beside it. That kind of sucks.
That would be an awesome feature.
Yeah, it'd be kind of nice. You'd think you could drag it over or something. So, green eggs and hams, please.
Alaska said he'll come on.
Yeah, Rich, the guy you guys screwed over, he said green egg and ham. You know. Yeah.
Walking in my pocket.
Yeah. Did our freaking thingy freeze to where we ain't got no?
No, it's going. What are you talking about? We just had another one come in.
They're not even talking now. We've kind of.
Oh, it's all good. We got 53 people in here. That keeps
Alaska,
growing.
you want to come in? I don't care. Let me find my little invite thingamajig here. Let me see.
Train, Arizona.
Boom.
Might be expensive, but
Copy.
keep on going.
Boom. Oh, you know what? It might be very difficult to do this. I am not logged into this stupid sign-in chat. This action cannot be performed through Streamlabs OBS, and to interact with chat, you can open this. Oh, what a piece of trash. Okay, hold on a second. This is going to get probably bad. This is probably going to get bad.
Okay, he's on the throne, so I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
because what's going to happen as soon as I open up that other window, it's probably going to
He's not doing it anyway. He says he's on the throne. So.
Oh, well, don't play games with me. That's bad.
Exactly.
Yeah. Forrest, what are you doing?
We've come to crash your stream.
Why? Oh, no.
We left the couch.
You lost the couch.
We left the couch. We didn't
Make
lose
your own
it.
ammo, huh?
Where'd my couch go?
It's still up there.
Get the
Is it
dog.
really cheaper though?
What?
He's making his own ammo. I'm just curious.
Maybe now with everybody raping you for like $45 to $65 a box.
It's $1 a round. It's
Yeah, if you're an idiot and you didn't like save up in advance.
there's never enough.
Yeah.
Don't stop. It's never enough.
Yeah, it's all crazy here. It's kind of weird you're on opposite sides. I'm on the left.
Yeah, it kind of freaks me out for a minute.
Why
too.
am I backwards? I don't remember us being backwards like that before.
Well, look, you see my shirt? See how the words are actually.
How's that right?
Yeah, my words are here.
That makes no
the
sense.
words
How
are
can
there.
that be backwards, but yet we're on opposite sides?
Because it's always
That's my left hand.
public school.
That's my left hand there. So, you know, what can I say? It's so weird. Look, it makes a doggy thing. So, yeah, Dr. Doolittle. See, there's 52 people watching us, and you have no clue who they are.
Less than 5 cents a round. I'm gonna call you out on that. I don't think so.
Yeah, you're not going to get a freaking primer for that.
Yeah, no.
So
Alaska's
anyhow.
pooping through.
What?
He's
no,
on
he
the
said he's poop.
Though,
He says
he-
I'm pooping though.
He's on the zip.
Alaska's pooping.
That's good. Well, I like, what sucks is to try to respond, I have to literally log into something.
Yeah, see, JD's got it. See, viewers will rise now. Exactly, JD. You know how this works.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, Alaska's doing duty. He's making a.
Chris Young, yeah, there's always somebody. I mean, hell, there's people dropping, coming in left and right. The thing you run into is eventually you've kind of showed everything, and it's kind of like you just start repeating things. That's the only downside. Down and dirty was kind of what I was trying to get at, because you notice in my videos, it's like instantly, all right, here we got a furnace that's busted, and the thing don't work, and customer says they're cold, and then I get right to it. So, what's she doing? Like kneeling to the sign?
Well, you need to.
She looks like she's kneeling to the
She
sign.
needs to say hello to everybody.
Come here, jump. Ugh. So, yep. Don't be licking me. So, yeah, we got the whole family thing going on here. So, yeah. So, any other questions in there? Because we're at 51 minutes. We can shut her down here if we have to. It's up to you guys.
Maybe something HVAC related.
Take the AVE approach to HVAC. Yeah, I like that. Tearing it apart, you know, that require me to know every little itty bitty thing, because then, you know, if somebody sitting there would research everything I said, and I'd have to have it all thought out in advance. So, crap all out here in Minnesota, no ammo. Yeah, that's they knew that was coming if things went wrong. So yeah, whatever. What is the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on a Gentech motor? I'm assuming fan speeds, high, medium, low. I don't sell Gentech motors.
Oh man, is there a party? Yeah, sure.
Detecting says 5 cents a round, guaranteed. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'm assuming that it's like a X13 motor, if they even call it that anymore, where basically it's just multi-tap low voltage.
Yeah, you were right.
That's what I'm assuming.
Shannon
That's
just
literally.
answered it.
Yeah, he literally just said exactly what you said.
Okay. Yeah, we use that on our cheaper furnaces. So that usually they got 2 spares, and then fan speed for like continuous, and then a heat speed and cool speed, and then 2 auxiliaries to if the individual speeds weren't good enough. So yeah. Any other questions there before we shut this turkey down? Because I think we're just running out. I mean, it's just kind of diving off.
I don't work tomorrow, so this is a 24-hour stream. I thought
Well, we can. I mean, you know.
you're on call, so you can't go to bed.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know. I got a question for you, real quick.
It says
though.
I'm breaking up again. What the hell?
No, don't say
It's
that.
the NSA van. They're listening.
Hold on.
I'm on the 2.4 this time.
I've got an actual question. I want to make sure you're not breaking up for a second.
breaking up again. What
No, you sound fine. You sound fine.
It's your computer.
What's the earliest you've had to wake up in the middle of the night? I remember you waking up at like 3 in the morning sometimes. Like
It happens. It usually ends up happening, and some idiots on third shift decides, oh, hey, the last shift said this all day, but now all of a sudden I just came in here and got situated, and I figured you'd probably be in bed by now. So, hey, it's a 12:30. I know you just fell asleep like, 30 minutes ago, but this thing's not working now. Can you come take a look at it? So, Yeah, it can happen at any time, but generally somewhere either right before you go to bed, right after you fell to bed, or just a few hours before you're ready to go to work. So it just totally screws you one way or the other.
So is this more like assistance, like, hey, I need help, or is it, hey, we have a brand new call, come and fix it? Like,
they're screwed and it's not working either. They're cold or
so it's not brand new tickets being made that you need to go.
no, there ain't even a ticket been made yet. They're calling into an answering service who's just subcontracted to take the call, and then they get a hold of me and say, hey, we have a call for you, and they give me the guy's name, number, and where it's at, and then I call them and find out what they want, and then I got to go out and run it and fix it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not just people that have questions that are.
Oh, I don't answer questions.
Oh,
Do you want me to come out or not? This ain't 20 questions.
What I mean is like a coworker of yours is messing up and they need assistance with
Not
something.
at freaking night.
Yeah, that's what
we
I'm
have our
saying.
residential guy that's on call. We have our commercial guy, who's me.
Right.
And then we have some plumbers on call. We have some electricians on call. And I think that's about it. So, yeah.
Overtime pricing, is that a thing?
Well, yeah, we ain't doing it for free. It's time and a half of what it is normal.
Right.
Plus, we charge an extra $50 for convenience fee, is what I called it. That way, we can get paid more money for being on call. Because we used to get X amount of dollars for being on call, and now we get another. They doubled it, so you get a good chunk of change for being on call, along with your usual benefits. So,
Nice.
yeah. So there's some guys that are kind of, don't have much going on. They'll take some guys' call back to back and make an extra, lot of money. So, yeah. But we're charging them for it. I mean, yeah, it's one thing to get time and a half, but, especially when they've, waited all day and all night, and then all of a sudden, hey, you had 24-hour service, right? I didn't figure it mattered whether I called you at 6 o'clock or 2 in the morning. Yep, this one's for you, bud. It's an extra $50 on top of that, all the other stuff, so... we have at least, I think we have at least 100 trucks, something like that.
Truck charge?
Oh, we have a gas fee on top of that. So we got our hourly rate from the time we leave our shop till we get back to our shop. And then we also have a mileage charge. So locally, it's like $15. If it's further away, it can go up and up and up and up.
Is that also residential?
Yeah, they're the same.
You get way more commercial than you do residential. Well, not just in right now, but early in the morning, like 3 a.m.
I don't have residential calls.
Do you ever had residential calls?
Not on call no more, no. I switched over to, I was originally on, we used to have it 3 things. We had
Still
commercial.
listening. I got to let the dog out of the door. Keep going. I hear you.
She's fine. Sure. Basically, we have, she's fine. She's just feeling lonely there.
Oh, continue.
So when I was on call before with this company, I did the residential and commercial. And then we had the other guys on just for supermarkets. Well, now I'm my company, all of our commercial accounts for my company plus the supermarkets. And then the residential guy does just the residential calls, whether they're my companies or our other branches companies. Mm-hmm. So that way we don't get tied up. Because my one call was an hour and 15 minutes away. So there's 2 hours and a half just driving up and back, not counting how much time I'm going to be on the call. So where he can go to a residential call that he can probably be at in anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes and be done in probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes and then be home. I mean, it's totally different. So.
You ever had to do a hot water heater? No, you don't do that, do you?
Not now.
Okay.
Whereas that before I had to do plumbing and stuff.
I didn't think that was in your line of work as of.
Oh, we did it all. I've installed toilets, water heaters, boilers, you name it, whatever. Dishwashers, stoves.
Besides plumbing, what would be your least favorite type of work that you can do that your company might have
I
you do?
hate plumbing the worst of anything.
That's why I said besides plumbing.
I hate installing too.
What do you not like about it?
I don't like the filth that goes along with it usually.
Okay.
I don't mind the
sense.
repair, but usually it never fails. Like the sewer line's leaking and you got to chop it out, or you got frozen pipes because they were idiots and didn't insulate around their house and all the pipes froze, or it was all kinds of crazy stuff like that.
Did you used to do plumbing?
Yep. Yep. I had a sub pump on my truck. I had freaking all kinds of crap. So we did work for Lowe's. We subcontracted a lot of things for them. We'd install generators for them, furnaces, you name it. I mean, we'd go out and quote it. And these people would actually pay more money buying it through Lowe's than what it would be if they would have just bought it directly through us. But, whatever. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Maple syrup. Yeah, it's good stuff. So, yeah. All right. Well, what else we got?
There's been a couple questions I haven't even looked at yet.
Oh, what's the vise called to clamp refrigerant lines? I'm assuming like the Cushy clamps for the Unistrut. Is that what we're talking about? Or are we talking about an actual clamp of some sort? Don't know. So...
Master plumber 40 years. James Brown did plumbing for 40 years.
My birth father is a master plumber too. I mean, he literally has all of his state licenses and all that stuff, and I don't want nothing to do with it.
That takes a lot. Dude.
There's good money in plumbing. I mean, my one of my bosses I had before was my neighbor, and he's actually the first guy I worked with. You can make more money on plumbing than you can anything, and he told me that all day. I mean, the investment is next to nothing. Just people don't want to do it, so they'll pay you to do it.
Right.
So I mean. You know, what kind of cost do we got here? We got fixtures, but other than that, most of the repair stuff, PVC, PEX, whatever. I mean, It's nickels and dimes. People don't want to do it or don't know how to do it, and you can make some good money.
That's all you're paying for
the most part. Other than that, or if you have
a little bit of expertise with it, obviously.
Specialty tool.
Yeah.
I mean, on like the one that I recorded, I went did a that Dectron unit. I had a ProPress. That's a $2,500 to $3,500 rigid tool. I mean, this thing's so brain dead. You put the
$2,500.
Yeah, this thing's badass. You slide it onto a copper pipe and you put the fitting on there, and this thing just clamps around it and you pull the trigger. It's done. It's sealed. It just crushed that copper around it with a rubber O-ring around it. Yeah, it's awesome.
How big is this thing? Is it handheld? Or?
It's heavy. It's like it's about. I don't know, about that long, and it's got different jaws. We got like from 1/2 inch all the way up to 2.5 inch.
Is it battery powered?
Yeah. It's made by Rigid. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
So, yeah. Must be nice to get a stimulus check. I ain't going to get one.
You're not going to get one?
No. No, I make too much.
Be poor like me. You'll get one.
Yeah. Well, Laura's the reason why, because we don't file together because of all our student loans.
Oh, okay.
So.
Gotcha. We filed our taxes. We already got them back and everything. We're supposed to be the first ones
filed
online.
Mine yet.
Do you get money back, or do you...
I'm not going to this year. I'm going to have to pay in, I guarantee it.
Pinch off tool? Is that what you were talking? No, that's not it.
I have a pinch off tool.
Okay.
So, yeah. It's probably somewhere up in there. So you can braze on a service valve. Trying to find where we're at on some of this. We kind of got lost there.
I think we're just about
to the end of the rope here.
To the end of the rope here.
Yeah.
About
I mean, we only held in the 40s. You can tell Laura being here, it would have jumped up to the 75s. They just got to have some context for things. I just wanted to make sure I came in here and, at least made an appearance. Yeah. So, well, we don't have any other things
Any
like that.
final questions? Last call.
Bueller. So, yeah. This is when you play with a little bit of the sound drops and stuff like that. So, I don't know. It's been a crazy week. I mean, I didn't really get my weekend because yesterday kind of sucked. It was I left at about, I think, 10:30 and got back at 6.
Dude, these sound effects are loud. Every time I hear
can
them,
adjust them
so
wherever I want.
Loud.
It's not that loud.
Was it? I don't know.
It's crazy talk.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah, you're crazy. You're crazy. That's what you are. So, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yep, that's what I was looking for. Cam out. I'll see you, James.
Oasis has a question. Where's Oasis's question?
Oasis.
Where's it at?
We're not there. I just looked. I didn't see no Oasis.
Where's it at?
That's all the way. You got to scroll up.
Are we maybe not scrolling?
Must be a popular day.
I don't see it.
Like I said, you might have to scroll up.
Oh, she says Alaska. Oh, yeah. They sound almost the same. HVAC North or AT Madam, who would you trust more working on your system? What are you doing? Trying to put me in a happy spot here?
Who do you hate the most?
Who do you love more, your mother or your father? Who do you love more, your daughter or your son? I mean, really? What the hell, dude?
If your mom and dad were flying out in the sea, who would you save from drowning?
Yeah, exactly. Which one would be what?
Who do you
I
love
think they're
more?
both good. I ain't got a preference either way. I think they're both professional and they both do a great job. So, I mean, they'd probably be a toss-up. I've not ever worked with them, but I mean, I've only got to see a few videos here and there, but they both seem like they do some damn good work. So,
What are gas pilots made out of?
Gas pilots, are we talking? I wish people get specific. So are we talking about the freaking tubing? Or are we talking about the pilot assembly itself? Some sort of pot metal of some sort?
Is it supposed to be for like the pilot light?
That's what I'm wondering.
Okay.
It's like as soon as I say pot metal or whatever for the assembly or metal of some sort, and then well, I meant the gas tubing, and it's like, wait, that's made out of like a freaking lead or whatever. So, yep.
You leaving, Rich?
Yep, that's not good. He's leaving. It's all going bye-bye. It's all going downhill.
Bye-bye.
What is Neptune? Oh, for criminy sakes, guys. You guys are killing me. You're killing me here. So,
Can you describe the contents of uranium?
yeah. Let me pull that right out of my pooper hole here real quick. Yeah,
boy.
yeah. Well, guys, I appreciate you coming in here. It wasn't as exciting because Laura let us down. So make sure you send Laura an email. I'm sure I don't even know what the heck her email is anymore. So, yeah, great weather. Yeah, it's been good weather this week for us, but, it's one of them things where it's going to get cold tomorrow, then it's going to be, how do you split an atom? Yeah, well, we got some plutonium and some other things here. Yeah. Ask the Iranians; they'll help you out with that. So yeah, where do bubbles come from? Yeah,
I love these questions.
It's getting better.
Now. I don't want to leave now.
Yeah,
This
exactly.
is great.
They're like trying to hook you in.
Yeah,
they're hooking you in here.
As soon as you say, "All right, guys, thanks for watching. It's been a great
that's
night."
about it, there, guys. Thanks for coming in. Sure.
Comment something because
Yeah.
he'll say something now.
Visiting from New Jersey. I've been to Jersey. It was kind of cool. It wasn't what I expected. I mean,
Did that
you
last
guys,
year,
they
right?
that was when Gabrielle graduated.
Yeah, when you guys went.
I was kind of surprised because you're out in farm country, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're in town, and it's kind of weird.
Did you even like New York?
Yeah, I loved it. That was cool. I mean, I would never want to live there, but it was pretty cool.
Whoa.
I hope they didn't charge you 15 times there for it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, they get you for $35. I feel bad then.
It keeps going.
What the hell's going on? This thing's like
Guys.
freaking jacked up. If they charge you all this time, my bad. Oh, God. I hope they didn't do you dirty like that, dude. There's no way for me to do any refunds. I'd feel bad.
No.
Controls gas flow, gas stop, wire tie. Oh, gosh. Oh, dude, I hope that don't happen. Yeah, I hope that didn't, because you know what happened? It probably locked up, and all of a sudden it just went. Please keep going. Please keep going. Yeah, it's like I feel bad.
Shoot, it didn't do it.
It just comes out to be about $35 if it really went through like that. And if not, I don't know. I don't think I can refund it or anything. I don't even get to see it. It just shows up at the end. What's up, Chloe? You want to be my friend now?
We can't leave the stream now.
Who wants to beat him? But yeah. Joe hacked you. Hey, I said they were both freaking equal, man. What the hell?
Someone donates a penny, just bing, 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 bing.
Well, they're going to charge them more than that. I think you got to have a minimum of something. I forget. I think you can do 99 cents or something.
Canceling my card after if I found out what Saturn brings. Okay.
Yeah, Saturn's ring. Hold on a second here. Let's pull that up. See, as soon as I bring up one of these things here, watch what happens when I do this.
Let's see. What?
So see what happens there. It's like so you wouldn't want them to see that.
I really hope that was
The stream's locked out. The key's locked out. They purposely locked that out. So
how did someone even figure out how to make babies? That's a question I had. Where do babies come from?
Well, there's a stork, and I ain't sure where the stork came from.
Yeah.
But they pick them up at the local little factory, and then they bring them and they drop them from a helicopter.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. With everything you need included in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Pamphlet and all.
Absolutely. So.
Great.
Well, Shannon, I appreciate you coming in here, man. I want my money's worth now, JD. Jeez, look, crying. Sing me a song. So yeah. Oh, good Lord. So yeah.
Every super chat.
Yep, it's crashing down quick. This dog's begging for money too, so it's crazy. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all coming in here tonight. It's gonna be a short one tonight. Thanks, Ethyn, for coming in.
Yeah.
It was great having you here. I haven't seen you for a long time and stuff, so
Only stopped by to get my conscience clear.
Yeah, exactly. So
He didn't laugh. He took that personal.
What's that?
No, what you said. Never mind.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. He was looking at a house and wanted me to look at it to see if it was worthwhile or something.
We're
so.
not gonna get a house. I'm gonna get that bike.
He wants to buy a motorcycle instead, you know.
A Harley Road Glide.
Yeah, whatever. So, yeah. Have a great week, guys. Be safe out there. Come home the way you left. And until next time, guys, we will catch you on the next one.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thanks now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I want to see motion, movement. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay?
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
I think they're still out there.
Go home. It's over.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. They're still out there.
Oh my goodness. 28 people just.
28 people is stuck around.
What are you guys waiting for? What are you guys waiting for?
All right, now that we got rid of all those guys, remember we're going to talk about the good stuff.
All right.
So, you know, we can talk about anything now. This ain't got nothing to do with HVAC. So
Perfect.
let's
Great.
tear this phone apart. So, yeah.
Right. We're going to tell you how to make money
Yeah.
from HP printer paper.
Yeah. We could talk about your shaft job where you lost a PlayStation 5 for $900 of no real money.
I should be getting that back soon, I hope.
Oh, yeah, right.
I don't know. I mean, that's what they said. They said
How they figure that?
well, they caught. Okay, they get the guy, so that they know where he is. They identified him. They know where he lives, but they won't arrest him. Like, I don't get that.
You ain't getting nothing back.
I don't even want anything back. I just want some kind of restitution.
You just want to see him hung on a.
No, I forgive the guy.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I forgive the guy, but he needs to pay.
Oh, that's awful nice of you.
Well, hey, you know what? If you sin, it doesn't mean that you are forgiven, but it doesn't mean you're not going to suffer the consequences.
Jesus might love you, but it don't mean I do. I mean, what?
That's not what I'm saying. I forgave. Most people wouldn't forgive. I mean, I'm just saying.
I still want my stuff back.
I do want my stuff back. It's
Well,
gone,
yeah.
though. It's gone, though.
Yeah, it's gone. He sold that thing for probably what you sold it for,
That's just reselling.
and got real money. It'd be funny if he got screwed over by fake money too. So yeah.
I didn't even get the fake. That's what's really gonna make me mad. So I don't even get the fake money back.
Well, that's why I said you should probably have just used it somewhere else. But yeah.
No, illegal.
Oh, that's right. Somebody else had been smart enough to actually check the money the next time, huh?
Okay,
So,
I
yeah.
checked it the second he left, but
Anyhow,
should have been
yeah.
sooner.
Yeah. So that's it.